Check out that catfish.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. So the last like 4 or 5 days, the weather has been complete crap. We had cold front after cold front after cold front. It is horrible. We had like a week of hot weather. The bass were coming up. They were shallow, like 2 feet off the bank. We were catching fish. I caught the catfish. I caught bass back to back 2 days in a row. We had a pretty good taste of what spring was going to be like. And then cold fronts. Nothing but cold fronts. Windy, cold, rainy days. And fishing has been horrible. The fish have all left. They said, nope, not ready yet. But I came out here on the docks with Devin, did some dock fishing, and I caught one crappie.
We got some minnows, and today we're doing some dock fishing. Fish on? Yeah, there's one. Crappie, maybe? Doesn't feel very big. But this is the first. Oh, walleye. Oh, crappie. Good size. Dude, they're good size this year. Boom. First fish of the night. Still got my bait. Oh, barely though. Crappie. We moved down shallower. 2 boat slots and got on one in about probably 4 minutes. Pretty sweet. Yeah, all the way on the bottom. See ya, buddy.
And then I went back to that creek where I caught all the bass. All right, boys, we're back at the creek. Just out here trying to catch some bass. And did not catch anything. So I came out here to the docks. My sister and my niece came out here and fished with me, and they outfished me. My sister caught a crappie and my niece caught a little bitty catfish, but I did not catch anything.
My sister showed up and instantly caught a crappie. Wow. Using my minnows. You want to touch it? Are you good? Okay.
You can't bite me, right?
No, they don't have no teeth.
Wait.
Man, I've been here for like an
an
hour.
Oh, crap.
Just put your thumb right there, grab the mouth, and take the hook out.
No fish,
I'm scared don't bite me or something. You sure don't have no teeth? Freaking
No, there's no teeth.
Wait, what fish?
Shut up, Adam.
What fish do have
Man.
teeth, Adam?
Walleye have teeth.
What?
Walleye, catfish have teeth.
You gonna keep it or throw it back?
I ain't throw it back. I ain't keeping them.
How do they like eat it? Do they just like swallow it?
Yeah,
Whole?
swallow it. Is that why you came out here just to show me up? Using my bait.
You know what he said? Hey, I got minnows.
I'm just kidding.
I said, okay.
Well, first fish. Caught a catfish on a minnow. That's crazy.
Is that a girl?
Oh man, she swallowed that thing deep.
What?
Open up.
Oh.
Dang it, doesn't want to open up. Good job, Zoe.
The next day I went out to the creek again and tried again, and nothing. No bites. Did not see any bass. No fish were jumping. They're just gone. But hopefully today, it is another horrible windy day, but hopefully today we can go out here on the docks and hopefully catch some fish. Something needs to change, but I'm not gonna give up. It is another cold and super windy day, but let's go out there on the docks. I caught some minnows at the house earlier.
Last night I went ahead and made me a new box. So this was my old minnow box that I used to use for bait. This worked great, but it was just too big. I saw a bunch of people with these smaller buckets, which I wanted to do that. But then on the docks the other day I saw someone with a ice chest. And last night I went ahead and 5-minute epoxied this bubbler to the side. I drilled a hole in it so that hose goes in through here and it just sits inside there. We got a net, so this is going to be my new minnow box. It will also double as a pretty good seat. I sat on this one, but you know, it's pretty flimsy, so this will be a lot better seat as well. But let's get some minnows and then head down to the lake and go do some dock fishing. We got another cloudy, cold day. Here is my mom's turtle tank where I've been throwing all my minnows. I don't know if you can see them, but there is a crap ton of minnows in here. People just give them to me when I go to the docks, and I have leftovers, so I just throw them in here. Holy crap, look back there. There's a crap ton of minnows. I'm definitely gonna start using the minnows that are in here instead of going to buy some more, because I don't know, this may be overpopulated. I had a minnow trap. That's why I stopped using these minnows, because I had a minnow trap and I broke it, so I couldn't catch them no more. But now I just have to catch them with the net. It's not gonna be too fun, but it may be easy since there's so many of them. We got one, baby. This was a whole lot easier with the minnow trap. I went to the store the other day to buy one and they didn't have any on the shelves, so I could make a homemade minnow trap. I may do that later. I like having this big little pond here for all the minnows because they survive super easy. We actually put a bunch of carp in here last spring that we were using for bait, and one, it's right there under this rock, you can't see it, but it's probably that big now. We put a little bitty carp that was that big, and now it's probably like that big, so it's pretty cool. We had some bluegill in here as well, but those guys died off, but they got pretty big as well. But they all died, unfortunately, but now we just have a million minnows in here, and they're even having babies. There's 2 baby minnows right there. There's more in there somewhere, but they're all hide. But pretty cool to have this little ecosystem in the backyard. It's my mom's turtle tank, but I'm totally using it as my minnow tank because they easily survive. There's 1 minnow in there that wasn't doing too hot, and I took it out. But there's probably 100 in there, which isn't bad. I probably bought like 3 dozen, and then the rest were just given to me, so not bad at all. We got 4 dozen given to us last time we were out on the docks. Definitely gonna order a new minnow trap, and it'll be a lot easier to catch these guys. Alright, so I cannot catch these minnows for anything, so I'm going to go ahead and just make a quick little homemade minnow trap. I got 2 bottles here. I'm going to be using this entire bottle. Need to cut off this end here, zip tie that into that position there, and then you have a minnow trap. Pretty simple. Let's try not to cut myself while I do this either. Now we need to cut off the end of this bottle. We can take off the lid. That will go in just like that. And now I need to like zip tie this in here. Alright, now we need zip ties. Alright, here is everything that I used to build my John boat. And quick news real fast. I'm going to be building or rebuilding my John boat very soon. So soon that I already have parts coming in for it, so expect a John boat rebuild video coming soon. I am going to be fishing a whole lot because spring is right around the corner, but on days like this where it's just too cold and rainy and crappy, I will be working on the John boat. But we're getting distracted. We need some zip ties. There we go, zip ties. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new John boat build. Going to be working with Tiny Boat Nation on that, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty sick. But let's go ahead and finish up this minnow trap. So we got a hole there. Bam, there she is. I could have glued this in, but that would have taken way too long. But these zip ties are gonna work great. Oh yeah, perfect. Alright guys, so there it is. There was a quick and easy 5-minute homemade minnow trap. Minnow swims in that end. It can't get back out. And to get them out, you take off this lid, dump them out. But I'm going to go ahead and dump some dog food in the minnow trap. Minnows love dog food. And there it is. That simple. There is a minnow trap. I could tie some string to this. I should have just kept one of those zip ties along. I'm going to be using this zip tie just as a string so I can pull it back out of this pond without having to reach my hand in there all the way. Bam. I'm just going to set this right down here in the middle. Let it fill up with water and she will sink. Will she sink? She should sink. She's sunk. Okay. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to step away, give that some time. And hopefully in the next 30 minutes or so, we'll have some minnows trapped and then we can go fishing.
So we got those, and we're gonna go down here, drop them down to about 20, 30, 40 feet, and hopefully catch some walleye or crappie. So let's head out there. All right, we're at the lake, and it got so freaking windy. Ah, this sucks. It was actually somewhat calm at the house earlier, but we had to get some time for the minnows to get in the trap. And now that we're out here, the wind is horrible. Hopefully today is the last day of this stupid weather. The sun. As soon as I say that, the sun comes out. But I'm so ready for it to be warm again. I miss my shorts and sandals, but let's go ahead and drop down some minnows, and hopefully today is the day that I catch a few fish, at least a few. I'm not asking for much, just a few. Well guys, I fished for 2 hours and not a single bite. Man, fishing here and the weather here has been horrible. I hope it's better wherever y'all are, but guys, sorry if this video sucked, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.